In this fight, Anthony Joshua showed to the whole world that he's back. And in this video, we're going to analyze what he did to destroy Otto Wallin. By the way, the reason why I'm wearing this and I look like shit is because I'm ill. Let's get into the video. So Otto Wallin is coming in southpaw, which you might think is a bad thing, since southpaws are a bit more tricky to deal with than orthodox fighters. However, AJ has a lot of experience having fought Alexander Usyk twice. And yes, he did lose both times, but Usyk, in my opinion, is currently the best heavyweight boxer of this era. And so AJ will naturally find Otto Wallin a lot easier, since he's already fought a much better southpaw. But yeah, round one, they're just feeling each other out. That was quite good to see from AJ. I've not seen that before from him. So he feints the jab. It looked like he was about to throw, but he changed his mind. Not sure why he did that. One of the main things with fighting a southpaw is to get that dominance of the lead hand, because a lot of fights when you're fighting southpaws are won on the lead hand. If your lead hand isn't the one that's over the opponent's lead hand, then your chances of winning will be a lot smaller, because with fighting southpaws you need to secure this area with your lead hand. Good slip. I love pullback counters. They're so fun. I love them so much. It's so satisfying to hit. That sounds a lot better in my head. Now you see how he tripped. It looked like AJ rocked him, but he didn't actually. You see where AJ's lead leg is. Now Wallin naturally tries to move to his right to get away from AJ's rear hand. And as AJ's lead leg is blocking the path, Wallin actually trips over it. Which for most people that looks like he rocked Wallin. And probably with the judges, because obviously you're in the moment, you're just watching it. Some of them would have thought that was the moment that AJ rocked him. So that would look even more in favor of AJ, points wise. AJ's got that good straight right hand to the body, and that's a very good shot against a southpaw, because you're taking your head away from that rear hand as you throw, and then it also gives you the opportunity to come over with a hook afterwards. So obviously it depends on the distancing and all that. Boom. Nice. Let's watch that exchange again. AJ throws a jab, gets parried. You see he does a good job of keeping his leg on the outside as well, which obviously, having fought Usyk twice, if you're trying to deal with keeping your leg on the outside of Usyk's, which is very difficult because Usyk's ring IQ is insane, trying to keep your leg on the outside of Wallin's lead foot is going to be a lot easier. Anyway, so he does like a lunging straight and he slips Wallin's jab as well. Now he's in the prime position here, come over with that hook, which he does. And actually he doesn't catch him cleanly. The inside of his glove hits Wallin's head, and that's because Wallin basically comes in as AJ throws a hook. That was a good shot though. You can see AJ is a lot more aggressive than his last couple fights. Like he's a lot more technically sound than he used to be back before the second Andy Ruiz fight. Nice slip from AJ. The problem is with the camera angle, it's really hard to see what's going on. It looks like AJ, I think he faked something, and then Wallin comes over with the hook. AJ slips it and then throws straight of his own, which Wallin slips. And he uses that arm to frame off and get out of the way of one of Wallin's shots. Good jab. He caught Wallin off guard there. Wallin wasn't concentrating. You see that he's rubbing his nose with his glove, and then AJ just go bam. Well, that's why you should always focus. You need to always focus in a fight, because otherwise you'll get caught out like this. Throws that hook. That wasn't a brilliant punch, I'll be honest, because he wasn't fully off balance. It was okay. I would say that was his worst punch he's thrown this fight. I'm trying to find things to critique AJ on, because I can't only compliment him. I'm trying to do a good analysis of it, which includes both pros and cons of what he's doing. Right now he's got a lot of pros going on. I need to find some things which he's done which aren't so good. And I think I have noticed this a bit, that he leans too much on his front when he's throwing some of his shots. But I'd say that's the only issue I've seen so far. That was a beautiful shot. But that's what I was also going to say. The thing is, with him leaning forward, he kind of baits his opponent into throwing, which is where he then pulls back and comes over with those clean shots. Clean shot. Pulls back. AJ comes back with a right hand and then a beautiful hook, which sends Wallin flying. Again, this was very good. Instead of AJ just going straight to the head, he throws jab to the body, hook to the body, then a hook to the head. Because obviously when you're throwing to the body, naturally the opponent's guard will go down, and that's when you come over the top to the head. Wallin's taking some punishment though. His nose is damaged. Boom, boom. AJ calm and calculated, which is very good to see. Still pumping that jab out. It's good he's feinting as well, because he tends to do a lot of the same combinations, which obviously can get picked up on, and that's how you can get countered and all that. But a good way to still throw those same combinations but not get predicted as easily is to throw feints. And I think that's the end of the fight. This is where they call it off. But if we look at the slow-mo here, Wallin throws across. The problem with Wallin just throwing across like that is he's not set it up, so it's a lot easier for AJ to slip these shots. If you feinted through a shot, or maybe through to the body then through to the head, then he has a higher chance of actually hitting AJ. I know he's doing that because he's been battered the past 5 rounds. He's kind of just trying to hit AJ. this point, but still it's a good thing to pick up on. And with him doing this, I can show you guys why you shouldn't do it. Anyway, AJ slips that cross from Wallin, comes over with a beautiful cross of his own, and then a fat hook. And the reason why he went flying like that is because he was off balance, because when he threw that cross, he overreached like crazy. You can see how far forward he is, so that his rear leg starts coming forward, and as that happens, he gets hit with the cross, which sends him off balance, and then hit with the hook, which sends him flying. So not only was that an empty shot he threw with no setup, but he also overreached like crazy, which is another huge mistake. If you spar, don't do that. In general, don't do that, because it's good to practice not doing that, especially if you spar. Overreaching is not a good idea. I've done it before when I was younger. It's just you'll get counted. I've been sent across the ring because I overreached on a shot. But yeah, the main issues for Wallin in that exchange was he didn't set up his punch and he overreached when he threw. Boom. Beautiful. This is the best performance AJ has done in a long while, because his recent fights have been him being way too passive. And that's because he fought Usyk. He was trying to beat Usyk on a technical standpoint, which you can't, because Usyk is so technically sound that you can't become technically better than him over a few months, which is what he tried to do. In the past couple fights, he's been on that sort of end. Before that, before the second Andy Ruiz fight, he was really aggressive with his fights. He's a bit sloppy, but he would get the job done. Now he's combined the two. He's mixed them together. He's now found that midpoint where it's just enough aggression, but it's also got that patience and technique at the same time. And this AJ is extremely dangerous for a lot of opponents. Even Usyk. Obviously, I'm not saying he would now beat Usyk. I'm definitely not saying that. But this AJ would do a lot better against Usyk than the last version of AJ when he fought Usyk. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. That would help me a lot. Comment down below what you thought. How did you think AJ did? How do you think he fares against other opponents like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Francis Ngannou? And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.